Sorry, I'm late, brother. How are you, fam? You
What's
alright?
going on? Good?
Yeah, good, man, good, man. Cue cards, you're done now. Alright, we're there. Mr. Antonio, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Fam, why did you order the Uber late?
That was you.
I'm saying, good help is hard to find.
There's no what the crazy thing is. They always blame you. They're always blaming you.
Fam.
You know, you go, man booked this, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, nah, bro, you didn't confirm. But they're like, man did.
This is the story of my life. I've got a younger brother.
Yeah.
I won't make it too much about me. I've got a couple younger brothers. One time, my younger brother threw paint on someone's door for them violating our cousin. Everyone knew it was him, but who did they blame?
You're the big brother.
This doesn't make sense. I was at my brethren's house. One FIFA's running or Pro Evo. How can I be the person to blame?
To be fair, you got to look after your little brother. I'm the baby brother, so obviously, whenever I got in trouble, my older brother got in trouble. So obviously, I'm not going to change the rules, you know?
So that's not the rules for me. I'm Balotelli in this thing. Why always me?
Why always you?
COVID. How are you dealing with these COVID restrictions as a footballer? How is that?
It's difficult, obviously. The fans are not there, so the atmosphere is not there.
Is that dead?
But obviously, before football, before I had to get used to it, the first few games felt like reserve games. Like,
Serious?
literally no atmosphere, so you're playing, all you do is hear everybody and stuff like that. But obviously, the situation that we're in, near relegation and stuff like that, you had to click on.
That must be hard though, because now you feel like you're at Hackney Marshes. Now you're back to where we are.
Exactly.
If I go to the park across the road right now, I'm playing Premier League football.
Well, it's like when I say to you, when the fans come back, it's gonna be a madness. Because I remember games where I couldn't hear people on the pitch. And that was like when the fans were there. The atmosphere was a joke. You can't really hear each other. Now I can hear every single word. Someone passing the ball. Turn, man on, this, that, blah, blah, blah. There's gonna be stages where you used to play with instincts. Now you don't need your instinct anymore. And that's why I say.
What do you mean? That's crazy.
Well, we don't need your, like, obviously there's still certain stuff you need with your instinct.
Yeah.
Because obviously football, everything doesn't go to plan. So you need to work it out how you're going to go to the left, you're going to go to the right of a man, and blah, blah, blah. When the ball comes in quickly to you, how you're going to deal with it. Those type of things.
Yeah.
But when the fans were there, with all the noise, you couldn't always hear what your teammates are saying. So you kind of had to deal with the situation at the time and deal with what you're going to do.
Jesus.
So now, with no fans, you're hearing everything. Your players passing you the ball, man on, man to your left, man to your right. You're hearing what the gaffer's got to say. Way on the other side of the pitch, where normally the gaffer never gets across. So if you're outside, you're free from the manager. He can't say a single thing to you. That's a free space.
Do you know what this feels like? Do you know what this kind of feels like to me? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just see the word, I don't know. It feels like now in football, you don't have the protection of your dad.
Yeah, basically.
Because when you play football and you can't hear nothing, you have to make decisions for yourself. But now you're Papa. Who's your Papa now? Not David Moyes anymore. So now you're going to listen to him.
Exactly. You know, you have to, everything that he's giving out to you, even there's certain things where you don't, but there's times where manager will say something you don't really want to hear. Now you can't act like he did it.
You actually heard it now.
You actually hear it.
Oh, that is crazy, bro. That's crazy. What do you prefer? So do you prefer the fact that you can hear your teammates or when it's soaked in absolute madness with fans?
Fans all day, because the atmosphere is an absolute joke. You can't beat it, man. You can't beat the atmosphere of the fans. I'll say that football is becoming better though without it, because technically people are looking better. There are more goals going in.
Serious?
Technically people are looking better. There's more goals going in. The passages of play are looking better because people are playing without no pressure of the fans. You get what I mean? Like, where people were struggling with the pressure, the fans, if you're not doing well, the moans and stuff like that. Now, the only pressure you have is yourself and your teammates, and teammates don't really put that much pressure on you. So that's where the difference is. But what players are also missing is that extra 10-20% that the fans give you when they're backing you and they're singing your name and stuff like that, where when you're struggling you need to dig deep, it's that fans that are giving you that push.
What does that feel like though? Is it mad?
It's a madness.
I'm telling you, you don't understand. Everyone wanted to be a footballer. Do you know how badly? I feel like I've dreamt of times where they're screaming my name and I've just scored the last minute for Jamaica in a friendly.
95th minute.
95th minute. You just hit my finger or something. I'm in there like, what? One love. Come on, my brother. No, I've had dreams, cuz, and it doesn't.
Have you been to a game in Jamaica?
No.
You ain't, bruv.
I had to go one time. The closest I've got to going to a game in Jamaica was Brixton when we played. I can't remember who we played, but Dion Burton scored and we won 1-0. Have you been to a game in Jamaica?
I've been to a game in Jamaica.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
The atmosphere in Jamaica is it's a party. It's not a football game. It's a party, bro. Like literally on each corner of the games, there are speakers as big as a 2-story house. Yeah, 2-story house. Yeah, massive. There's
what game was this? The national side?
National team. Yeah. So like 6 on this side and there's like 6 on the far side. So 2 far corners. Yeah, blazing music. So people in the stands, everyone's dancing. Yeah. What I find funny is the Jamaicans and their slang and their slogans that they have for the games. Yeah. Dip and dive.
That's it. Come on, man.
Salad him. But they're not there for football. They're not there for you to be passing around and goals to be going in. They're there for the next man to get bruck up. They want someone to get megs. They want someone to get chop up. Like, listen, that's what they're there for, and like it's a madness.
Do you know what? I've always wanted to go and watch the National League in Jamaica. I'm sure it's called the Red Stripe. It's called the Red Stripe. I used to follow it on Instagram. You see the fans over there. The appreciation they have for the football is so. I feel like I take it for granted in this country. No. Like I might get tickets to a game and decide not to go sometimes. Whereas over there, what?
Listen.
They are making the atmosphere. They are making the game even that much better. So I kind of feel like we do need the fans, man. So therefore, you're actually a rude boy because you was doing your thing when the fans were there and when the fans are not there. So how do you go through not feeling the pressure then?
Because one of the things I've always taken with me through my career and through life is I'm my biggest critic, and my self-belief is just always up there because I'll never let someone knock me down. I'll never let someone's opinion affect my self-confidence because I've always got to believe in myself. And the one thing I've always said to myself is I always need to believe that I am one of the best in my team. Because if I start believing that someone else is better than me, they're winning the battle already.
Do you know what? Did you play Joby McAnuff?
Yeah.
Joby McAnuff told one of my mates, and I can't remember which one it is, that he said, watch out, when he was at Reading, watch out for this guy. Watch out for this guy. So that's how I first even got into watching you as a player, was Joby McAnuff saying to someone, watch out for him, he's going to be a good player. And then here we are right now, bro. You are, one of the most dangerous strikers in the Premier League. If I'm a Arsenal fan watching you play against my centre-backs, I think it's a problem. I think Man United fans, after the Paul Pogba situation, might think it's a problem. Like, we can't pretend you are not a problem. But here's one significant date that stands out to me. As you can see, the cue cards say, couldn't afford cue cards, because there ain't no money around here. But what does 306, 745, and the 23rd of the 9th, 08 mean to you?
306, 745. Is that 306 the hotel room I'm staying in?
How would I know the hotel room you're staying in, big man?
Well, 306, that's a random number.
It is.
Yeah. 745 could be something to do. Well, 2008 is when I signed my professional contract at Reading.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting close.
So I know for a fact it's got something to do with that. Now,
I said to myself, if I know from when you was at Reading and your recent, say the past 8 years, I said, what's happening to him before then? I saw an attendance of 306 people at a game that kicked off at 7:45. I found this on Sky, big man. In 2008, where you scored a goal for 2 in.
2 in the Mitcham.
Come on, my brother. It was 3-0. This was on.
Hendon.
It's coming back now.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now.
I think that was my debut
Oh my lord.
for Tuna Mitchum.
This is what it said on Sky.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so bad about the Sky thing? It said the team lineups. It only said your name and the next man. I swear to you, it had 2 names, you and the next man. Well, I don't even know what the next man is now.
This was my debut for Tuna Mitchum. Very first game playing for the first team.
Did you score?
Yes, I did.
Oh my lord, bro! Talk to me about that. Where was you in life? What was you dealing with? And what was your whole even attitude going to the game? Because you came on as a sub.
Yeah.
This is what Sky told me.
So basically, I'm gonna have to go back in time to get to that.
Serious?
Because it's a whole madness with that.
God.
Well, basically, Tuna Mitchum, I was at Tuna Mitchum since I was 12.
Yeah.
And I was at the juniors. I worked through the juniors, it's a semi-pro team. So you normally get from 12 to 15, then you go into the youth team. 16 to 18.
Yeah.
Then you go to reserves, then you get to the first team. Well, Tuna Mitchum's juniors didn't go to the youth team. The youth team manager wasn't looking at the juniors. He was just plucking people from anywhere.
He could.
From anywhere he could, yeah. So when I got to 16, I was like, okay, I want to go to the youth team, but youth team manager weren't looking at us. So our manager's gone, you know what, instead of everyone just dispersing and going everywhere, he'll do an extra year. So under 17s. No, under 16s, under 17s. So everyone started 16, 17. So we put an extra year that year where we should have been in the youth team or everyone should have gone and find different youth clubs. I've then done well that year, managed to get end of that season going, you know what, I'm no longer going to play under 18s because I need to be pro. I need to to get.
You're Jamaican, when you need to make some money.
I need to get somewhere.
Come on.
Yeah. So I've gone, you know what, I'm leaving the team, I'm going to go trial for the youth team. Gone trialed for the youth team, got in. Started playing for the youth team, become one of the best players at the youth team. And I've not long got into the reserves. Doing well in the reserves. And the reserve manager's gone to the first team manager, gone, I've got this kid here, quality, you need to have a look at him. First team manager gone, nah, I don't know kids, he's not going to be strong enough, fast enough, or good enough to play for the first team.
No way.
He's gone, like, I really feel you need to look at him. He's like, no, point blank, no, I'm not looking at him. So playing in the reserve, playing the youth team, doing well. End of that season, I've gone, you know what, if he's not going to come look at me, I'm going to go and trial and see if I can get in myself. Go on trial.
Let me get this straight. Man told you, nah, I'm not even on it. So you said, oh, you think this is how it works? I'll come to your door.
Basically.
I rate that.
Basically.
I feel like I'm in the ends now. I rate that.
You ain't gonna come see me.
Big man.
I'm gonna come see you.
I'm gonna come find you.
So, end of that season now, I've gone to him, gone on the trial, like me. Started playing friendly games to the stage where the season started to start. Played 2 games in the season. Owner comes to me, sign a contract.
Pause right there. What's happening in life? Because this is crazy. Because for me, I don't understand why you have this determination as a young man. A lot of people I know from the circumstances that I've grown up in would have consistently found any excuse to get out of that.
Right.
So why did you find every excuse to go, oh, you don't want to take this is part of my plan, it's happening?
To be fair, my whole entire life, I said, I'm going to be a pro baller. I got knockbacks after knockbacks. When I was 14, because Tottenham wanted to sign me, Mum said no. When I was 10, yeah, Mum said no. She's like, education. Because obviously I live in South. Tottenham's North.
No, I hear that.
Train every day.
I hear that.
Mum's like, oh, you're going to be getting home 11, 12 o'clock. South West, Wandsworth.
How far is that from Brixton?
From Brixton? No, Brixton's like 30 minutes.
Mum, you could have told me a one bus, it's one train.
No, but it's one bus, one train, takes an hour.
Jesus Christ.
By the time training's done, I'm not getting home till 11, 10. Then I'll go to school in the morning. Mum's like, nah, no chance. That's not. But my mum was like, education, because you need education to get a good job, blah, blah, blah. My dad's like, football's pointless.
Serious?
Like, my dad's like, football's pointless. What's the point? What's the point of playing football?
So then why did you even want to play in the first place? Why did you say you wanted to be pro?
Because my brother's 2 years older than me, and it was something we always loved. And when growing up in school, it's obviously you always played at playtime and stuff like that. So I've always just loved the game. I've never been a fan of it. I've never supported the team.
Serious?
Never supported a team. There's not once have I've never supported a team because I've not had someone to show me to support a team. I just love the game.
Because you're from South London. There was no teams to support.
We're talking about.
You could have had Palace.
Chelsea.
Chelsea
across
is not
the bridge.
Chelsea is not South. You are not having Chelsea.
Chelsea is the
You're
closest
not having.
team.
What is wrong in South
Well,
London?
you're right. Chelsea is the closest team to my
Just
house.
because South London is like basically, if say London's a
I'm
table.
Southwest.
No, that's not fair. That's not, this is South London. Like this is North, this is East, this is West, and this is South.
I'm Southwest. I'm Southwest.
I hate South. It's so big.
Yeah. I'm Southwest.
So big.
Yeah.
You don't need a closing time.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Chelsea is the
Well, no,
closest
who's
place
coming in and out,
to
fam?
my house. Chelsea, Fulham. Those two clubs are the closest
Now
to
you
my
want
house.
Fulham.
Bruv, Fulham and Chelsea are basically the same road.
Now you're taking the mick, fam. What else you want? You want Arsenal as well?
No,
To be fair, they were there, and they left. But anyway, carry on. Now that we know that you're just from South London, the most selfish place on the
When
planet.
I got 16, my dad's like, go get a job. You need to stop thinking about football. Go get a job. Make some money for the house. Bring money to the house.
How does that make you feel? Because you want to be a footballer.
I want to be a footballer. So obviously, it was very frustrating for me that, like, to hear your dad not really supporting you and stuff like that. But it's one of the things where he got sick and tired of me. I'm 16 now. He's sick and tired of me going to him, Dad, can I have some money for boots? Dad, can I have this? Dad, can that? I'm also being a lifeguard as well. But lifeguarded, I won't get in the hours. I'm working at my school. So I'm making like, it was £8 an hour, but I won't get in the hours. So I was making maybe £200 a month, like, these times. So.
Jeez, but at 16, what do you need to buy though? £200, 16, what do you need to get?
Bruv, I'm Jamaican. My mum, listen, as soon as you start making money, your money goes to your mum, bruv.
What percentage, innit?
Yeah, obviously, tax man.
Come on,
HMRC, bruv.
I reckon they have like contracts and things in place from early.
Bruv,
They are
the
getting...
day you are born, they instill it in your mind. Listen, you make money, I can get a percentage.
What? Do you know when I was in the bill? I got a little £700 and my mum said, thank you. I said, for what? I didn't give you anything. I hear you, their mums are dangerous.
Mums are dangerous, blood. But then again,
you're
only here for, the only reason yeah, exactly.
It's a small price to pay, really and truly, when
for
you
life.
But when you're 16 though, Jesus Christ.
Yes, tax. My mum took a third of my paycheck. Third, straight.
She's moving like church, big man. It's crazy.
So then, so I'm still trying the football team, blah, blah, blah. So get into the first team now, play 2 games, seeing that I'm playing well.
Yeah.
Score on my debut. And then 2 games in, owner comes to me, here's a contract.
So now, it's like, when you put that contract put on your table, what's so crazy is to everyone in that room, that's probably the procedure that they go through. Someone plays well, you offer them a contract. For you, you're thinking, my mum told me I can't. My dad told me I can't. I've had all of these people telling me go get a normal job. Football's not going to happen. You can't do this. But then after all of them setbacks, you've got a contract in front of you. How are you feeling now?
I don't want to sign it. Don't want to sign it. Why am I signing a contract for a semi-pro club when I want to be pro?
You must have had God with you.
Why am I signing a contract for a semi-pro club when I want to be pro?
So then what do you do now?
I ain't signing it.
So Craig Davidson?
Bruv, I ain't signing it. I didn't sign the contract. You know what they said to me?
What?
Leave the club. You can't be a part of the club. You can't go back to reserves. You need to leave the club. So I leave the club now. I knew someone at AFC Wimbledon. AFC Wimbledon these times are flying. Like, they're still not in the league, but they're like, I think they're in conference at the time.
I saw they had Harvey playing for them as well.
They had a few people playing
So
for them.
solid,
yeah.
come on, fam. 21 seconds.
Them times, they were paying people £1,000 a week as
What?
well. AFC Women were paying £1,000 a week back then.
But let the man them know. I was in job centre them times.
On my contract, the contract they offered me was £150 a week. AFC Women were offering £1,000 a week, but that went to me. I had to go to reserves.
Yeah.
I had to go to the reserves at AFC Wimbledon. So I'm at first team at 2 at Mitcham. I had to go to AFC reserves to work my way back into the first team fold to try and get pro.
So now you're kind of back at square one a bit.
Back at square one, yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm like, I'm not signing this. So I go to AFC Wimbledon now. I'm training with reserves, doing well, this and that. And they go, okay, yeah, we'll sign you. Because obviously you signed the registration form. Come it's about to get to the stage where I'm about to sign the registration form. They go, but to the Mitchell, have your registration? I'm like, yeah, it's not a problem. I was like, just get the registration from them. They'll happily give it to you. They're like, but it's £7. It's £7 for your registration. And I'm looking at them like, and what? Like, so what for £7? So just pay the £7 and get my registration. They're like, no, we don't want to pay the £7 for registration.
So you've told Tooting, give me a pro. Oh, so you bust out.
Yeah.
You've gone to AFC Wimbledon. And they've told you they're not paying £7.
They're not paying £7 for my
But they're giving
registration.
man a bag.
But they're giving other people a bag a week.
This is obviously it's an entitled attitude to go, why you should pay my £7. But I just think if your company is doing a little grant to certain people,
Yeah.
£7 shouldn't be that much of a problem.
Exactly. I'm turning down a contract to come to your club. You're saying I'm good. You can pay £7.
Oh, they're saying they want you and then you got to pay £7.
Yeah.
This is pirate radio. This is pirate radio.
So
You might as well just go and get Chris J, Heat FM. This is pirate radio. You have to pay to actually go and DJ. This is mad.
So in the end of it, I've gone, you know what? I'm going to the Mitcham. I'm going to sign the contract. Didn't want to because I was like, I didn't want to sign the contract thinking if Pro comes in for me and Tooting Mitcham outprice me.
Sorry, yeah, go shoot. We're still at work.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to go work behind there in a bit.
I don't want to sign the contract.
Yeah.
A pro club comes in for me, and they outprice me, and say, "All right, you got to pay this much. You got to pay this much for him," and the club don't want to pay it, and ruin my opportunity to become professional. And that was the only reason why I didn't want to sign it. But when AFC Women's go, we're not paying £7 for your registration. I've gone, you know what? They're going to give me a stage in it. So it's only right for them to be entitled to some type of change for me. So I've gone back, I've signed it. Within signing my contract, I played 4 more games.
And this is what? Sorry, you've gone back to Tooting now.
Back to Tooting, signed the contract, 150 a week. I played 4 more games and I had Millwall and Reading looking at me to sign me. They both offered me contracts.
So just to give some context, what league are Tooting in at this time?
Tooting are Ryman's Prem.
And where are Reading?
Championship. And that year they got into semi-finals of the playoffs.
Sorry, Reading. Yeah, that's where Reading are, yeah? How does that make you feel? Because remember, it's like sometimes we're guilty of letting our circumstances and surroundings cloud our vision. So just because we're not in a particular building, we don't feel like we're worthy of being there. You didn't feel like that. You said, I'm pro regardless. So when they've come in interested in you now.
I went on a 3-day trial. To...
But how do you feel? How do you go back and relay that information to your family?
My family don't know nothing about football, so I don't talk to them about football. Literally,
Didn't care.
I don't talk to them about my football life. I said to my mum, when I first signed pro, like, Mum, I'm officially getting paid to play football. And she's like, oh, well done. My dad's like, well done. That's it. They don't understand the gravity of what it was until possibly I got called up to England.
Nah, man, not the England thing.
Bro, I'm telling you. Like, my mum and dad come to games and obviously they realise when I was at Sheffield Wednesday and we played against Charlton and they come to the game and they were buzzing because all they heard was Antonio, 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 and they're hearing their surname just getting just going circling down the stadium.
Let's pause there, because I like that. I like foresight, but I feel like maybe you can only have foresight when you've gathered hindsight. Let's take a look at something interesting here. If I say to you, 2 Champions League winners, 1 Euros winner, and 1 man that is CSKA Sofia technical director, what does that mean to you? 2 Champions League winners, 1 Euros, and 1 man that is CSKA Sofia technical director. Shall I tell you what that says to me?
Go on.
Southampton 2010. Chamberlain, Lallana, man like Fonte, and Alan Pardew as CSKA Sofia Technical. What's Alan Pardew doing there? That's 2010. Now, you see the dreams that you had that your family didn't see. This is what's so interesting in me. In 2010, that was in your team, but you didn't know. No. Obviously, 2020, we can see Champions League, Lallana's got one, Chamberlain's got one, the Euros, Fonte got it in 2016. But in 2010, this is just a dream. In 2010, where are you in your dream now?
2010.
You're at Southampton.
I'm at Southampton on loan. Literally, shall I be very honest with you?
Go on.
I got that Southampton loan by accident.
What do you mean?
By
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
It wasn't an accident, but I have to give this to this man. Like, he gave me a massive opportunity.
Who?
Wally Downs.
Wally Downs.
Wally Downs. I went out the year before. Wally Downs, I signed for Reading, and Wally Downs just took to me. I don't know why, but he took to me at Reading, and he pushed me into things where I wasn't comfortable. 'Cause obviously, I've just signed for Reading, and when I signed for Reading, when I went to Millwall, I trained with the reserve team. I went to Reading. I was training with Kevin Doyle, Stephen Hunt,
Man like
Michael
Kevin Doyle.
Dewberry, Leroy Lita.
Lita.
He put me in with the first team.
Nicky Shorey left-footed. Nicky Shorey left wing. Nicky Shorey, did you say?
Stephen Hunt, left wing, yeah.
Stephen Hunt, sorry, left wing. The Czech guy.
Nicky Shorey was there, yeah.
Nicky Shorey's there.
Yeah.
That Reading team was a bit lively, you know.
Steve Coppell, manager.
Crystal Palace boy, Coppell.
Yeah.
What a good team.
Listen.
Good team.
But they're pushing for Prem. Yeah.
Reading.
So I'm training with the first team. So I'm walking in thinking, all right, yeah, I'm going to go to the reserve, blah, blah. They're like, nah. There you go. I'm walking this way to the reserves. It was like, no, you're going over there.
How does that feel?
And I was nervous, bro.
Serious?
Yeah, nervous. Like, because I'm expecting to be training with Retsies, like people, even though I'm used to playing with men. I've always played with men. Even when I was 13, I always played with older men. So I'm used to physicality side of things.
Yeah, definitely,
but
I can see that.
These Reading, man, like, I knew about these people, like, beforehand, and I'm like, just not expecting it.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously me, I'm playing it cool, going out there, I'm doing my training. But like, bruv, so that's my first year. When I've signed for Reading, I've gone back out on loan to Tooting Mitcham, played like another 9 games. And then there was one game where this guy tried to break my leg, and then Reading's got nap, putting him, brought me back. I played a reserve game. I can't remember who I played, but I played unbelievable. In that game, played unbelievable in that game. Like, one of the best games I played.
Serious?
Yeah.
I love them memories.
Like, it was a joke.
I've had some great performances in FIFA. Top notch.
And then Martin Allen took me to Cheltenham, League One. So I've gone from Rugby Prem to League One. 5 leagues like that within 6 months.
Are you gathering what's happening? Like, because obviously in life there's apparently stages where you're meant to go through a conventional route. You said, scrap that, my name is MA. I got my own route. Is it difficult sometimes? It seems you brush a lot off, but is it difficult to just sort of be going into these stages that this is not a route anyone else can take? But when people show that faith in you, is it difficult for you to execute the plan that you've already said you want to do, but with the added pressure of someone else saying, I believe in you, bro?
It's more on the line of, I have a panic up before.
Oh, is it?
I have a panic up before. I'm like, oh my God, this is it, oh my God. And then once I'm in it, I can deal with it. Like, I'll be crazy nervous before a game, belly turning, all sorts, blah, blah, blah. Whistle goes, I'm fine. No, nerves is gone, just doing what I need to do.
Do you know I still get that now?
Serious?
Yeah. Before I've done this. I'm in my house, pacing up and down, pretending I'm busy. I don't have nothing to do. I don't know what's going on in my mind. Then you get here.
And it's just natural. Like, why was I worried?
I think sometimes it is the weight of someone else. If I kind of had people thinking I can't do it,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what?
I'll prove you wrong.
But when they say I can do it, I'm like, big man, no, go back to the other thing.
Okay.
I can deal with it. I can deal with you can't do it. So you've got someone believing in you now, saying that you can do it.
So literally,
Translating in performances.
played the very first game. First 12 minutes, I was a joke. Yeah, Ellen Road, 22,000. Very first professional game.
Leeds team.
Leeds.
Woo-hoo!
Ellen Road. Very first professional game. Started the game. On fire. Got the ball.
What's the date?
Beat two man.
What date is it?
Date?
Yeah.
Nah, I couldn't tell you dates.
No, 2010, 2011.
2011. No, 2010.
2010.
2010. Right, that was 2011. 2009.
2009.
2009.
So in 2009, go on.
Yeah. So started the game. I'm on corners. I'm on throw-ins. I'm on everything as well. My nanny's put me on everything.
Serious?
Yeah. So started the game. Game's going well. Blah blah. First time I get the ball, beat my man, got a cross in the box. Get the ball again, beat my man, did 1-2, got another cross in the box. When they're throwing, I've taken the throw and they've headed the ball back out to me. It's like around the 10, 12th minute. I've beaten 3 man, edge of the box, gone to hit the ball from 25 yards out. Kishinobu puts his foot on the other side of the ball. I hit the ball as he's planted his foot on the other side. Torn 3 ligaments in my ankle. Obviously, very first game, professional game. I ain't coming off. Not coming off. So,
But the Lig.
yeah, 3 of them gone.
The 3 Ligs.
Gone. So I'm like, nah.
So you want to be out here with 3 less Ligs?
Yeah. So I'm like running around, but hobbling. Managed to play another 15 minutes, yeah. Run off to the side. They've strapped my ankle around my socks. Put my boot back on. Gone back on. Then I was like, by 28th, 30th minute, and I was like, nah, I'm done. Ankle was like massive. Couldn't move. But.
So where are you now? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, it's been a hard journey. You've had the parents that told you you can't do it. You've had several setbacks early on through tooting. You've come on your debut, you scored the goal.
No, I didn't score. I got smashed.
No, it was the tooting day. The tooting day.
Yeah.
It's going great.
Yeah.
It's going great. You could have gone AFC Wimbledon. Nah, it's all right. Let me go back to tooting. After this hard journey, you finally get the debut at Ellen Road, and it's gone within half an hour.
Within half an hour, I was devastated. I think I cried. I cried.
I've cried for a lot less.
I think I cried after that. In the changing rooms, like I was devastated. Out for 3 months as well. Come back from that. This is why I said I'm lucky. I got the Southampton move, because I come back from that, and I was rusty. Like I got subbed on, subbed off like 2-3 times. I didn't really get much opportunities. Didn't really start many games. So I've gone from so high to not really playing, getting subbed on, subbed off, and didn't really finish the season with like 9 appearances.
Serious?
Then, yeah. So the next season now, Wally Downs gives me a call. Because Wally Downs left Reading and gone to Southampton with Alan Pardew, and he's gone, we're taking you. Well, they called me Nova.
Nova?
Yeah. So
Come on.
they're like, we're taking you Nova. And I was like, what? So these times, Southampton's on minus 10 points start of the season. Minus 10.
What was that for again?
Administration, going to administration.
That's so not a little admin thing.
Yeah.
And they're minus 10.
Minus 10 points when I went there.
So they call Novocaine. Frank Ocean, my brother. My G.
So gone there now, but off what, I've not done nothing to get that shout. And like you said, the names you were, I'm going there, Ricky Lambert. Yeah. Dean Hammond, Adam Lallana, Chamber. What's his name? Calvin Davis, a keeper.
Calvin Davis.
Oh, Jose Fonte, Dan Harding. But all these brands playing they've all played in the Prem at one stage in their career. Yeah, the team was a madness.
They've done bits, like I said,
Yeah.
we've talked about what the things they've achieved.
So why I say that Lomi was lucky is because I had a person there who just believed in me. That's what I said. He put me in situations where the first team were doing set plays, getting ready for a match the day before, the day after. And there's a guy called James Henry, set piece king, like quality, like technique is a joke. And he was a right winger. I was a right winger. So they were getting him to take the set pieces because he's technically a 6.
Yeah.
But then Wally Down's gone, James, move. Nova, take the corners. I'm just signed for non-league. I can take corners, but the fact that he's gone take corners now for the first team, my heart is racing. Took 3 corners, not one got off the ground.
This L is massive right now. You might as well put it on your car and say that you're just teaching someone how to drive. This is mad.
Not one left the ground, man. Not one
So where's your head at now?
left the ground. So literally, but the thing is, like, they laughed it off, but in my head, I'm like, can I swear on this? I ain't gonna swear that.
Oh, fuck shit. We swear all the time.
You fucking embarrassed yourself.
Aye.
Fucking embarrassment. Because I judge myself highly. So I'm like, fucking embarrassment. How you doing this? Give me your opportunity here. Like, he's a right winger, you're a right winger. These could be small things that put you pecking the order in front of you.
Yeah, of course.
Like, and I know I can take corners. Because even when I went to Cheltenham, he was like, this is what I want. I want you to put it down the line. I want you to come in onto the 6-yard box. Boom, did it. Because obviously those times, like, he's looked at me as one of the main men, so no pressure. I can just do it.
Now you've got the pressure because you're at Southampton. There are big players around you. Everything's bigger than what it was, though.
This was Southampton. This was Reading.
When you was at Reading,
Absolutely, at Reading. So he's done that. I'm just signed for non-league, and he's gone to me, take corners for Kevin Doyle, but all these man.
And Kevin Doyle's looking at making a big move at these times. So I remember he was.
Those times, it feels like 15 mil. Those times, no one pays that.
So when did things start to turn around for you at that stage in terms of when do you remember your first game, either for Reading, for Southampton, when you was like, especially Southampton more?
It'll be Southampton. Southampton, that year at Southampton was a madness for me.
Crazy.
Like, unbelievable. Like, I say Southampton made my career because I went to Southampton, I played 37 games. 37 games then. And I kind of showed what I could do. Played 37 games, I think I got 7 goals, 11 assists, scored at Wembley. We managed to finish the season on -10. We were 3 points off playoffs. Like,
it's a good season for you.
It was a 6 season. Southampton tried to sign me that year. Reading said no because they want me to be a part of their plans.
Pause there then, because we can all agree by saying know yourself, it's a bit rude. If I said to you know yourself, it'd be a bit rude, right? You're talking about Southampton. Now I had to talk to someone that claims that they know you. And they said something to me about Southampton. It was very weird to me. If I saw this in Southampton, I would think Loons is going to be around the corner. They said to me, say to him, Margs. Everyone, love you. This is Curtis. Thank you to Curtis for allowing us to film in the shop. Shout out Curtis every single time. He basically fed me and my children for about the first year because I couldn't cook. And now I can make cornflakes. Everyone take care. Love you. This is Sky Sorts. I'm Poet. Callum, next time order the Uber on time.